I kept the engagement ring and gave up asking to propose in front of my parents and in-laws. So last year I was dating this girl, Emma, for about 3 years and things were getting serious. Like really serious. I was ready to pop the question and had this whole elaborate plan worked out. Both our families were super traditional, so I figured I'd do the whole formal thing and ask for her parents' blessing first. I saved up for months to buy this gorgeous ring. $2,000 might not sound like much to some people, but when you're working 2 part-time jobs and splitting rent with 3 roommates, that's basically everything. I picked out this classic solitaire that I knew she'd love because she always pointed them out in jewelry store windows when we walked past. The plan was to have dinner with both families, make some speech about how much I loved Emma, and then ask for their blessing. Then later that week, I'd take her to the spot where we had our first date and propose properly. I was nervous as hell, but excited too. So I set up this dinner at this nice Italian place downtown. Nothing too fancy, but nice enough that it felt special. Emma's parents drove up from 2 hours away, and my parents came too. Everyone was dressed up and the mood was perfect. About halfway through dinner, after we'd had some wine and everyone was relaxed, I stood up. My hands were literally shaking as I pulled out the ring box. I started my speech about how much Emma meant to me and how I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. That's when Emma's dad cut me off. He held up his hand and said, "Son, I appreciate what you're trying to do here, but I need to stop you right there." The whole table went dead silent. Emma looked confused and scared. My mom's face went white. Her dad continued, "Emma's mother and I have been talking, and we think you two are too young for this. Emma just started her master's program, and you're still figuring out your career. Marriage is a big step, and we don't think either of you are ready." Then my own dad chimed in. "Actually, we agree. You should focus on getting your finances in order first. 2 part-time jobs isn't exactly stable." I was standing there holding this ring box, feeling like the biggest idiot in the world. Emma started crying and ran to the bathroom. Her mom followed her. The waiter came by asking if everything was okay, and nobody answered. I sat back down and just stared at the ring box. All these months of planning and saving, and they shut me down in 30 seconds. Emma came back from the bathroom with red eyes and wouldn't look at me. The rest of dinner was awkward as hell. Nobody knew what to say. We split the check and everyone left pretty quickly. On the drive home, Emma was quiet for like 20 minutes. Then she finally said, "Maybe they're right. Maybe we should wait a few more years." That hit me like a truck. I'd been so focused on getting the parents' approval that I never really asked Emma what she wanted. Turns out she'd been having doubts too, but didn't know how to bring it up. We tried to keep dating after that, but things were weird. Every conversation felt like we were walking on eggshells. She'd bring up grad school stress, and I'd wonder if she was trying to hint that we were moving too fast. I'd talk about work, and she'd get this look like she was thinking about what her dad said. 3 months later, we broke up. Not because we didn't love each other, but because that dinner had poisoned everything. Every time we talked about the future, all I could hear were our parents saying we weren't ready. The crazy part is, I still have the ring. It's sitting in my dresser drawer because the jewelry store had a no-return policy. $2,000 just sitting there mocking me every time I open that drawer.